Listen, we've all been in the situation where somebody says thank you and we find ourselves at a loss of words. It's easy to just say you're welcome, but there are so many more meaningful ways to respond. In this video, we'll explore a few better alternatives to you're welcome that will help make you more meaningful connection with the person that you're talking to. But I want to take you beyond just giving you the alternatives. I'm also going to share with you the social and psychological benefits of using each phrase. Let's jump in. And by the way, stay tuned until the end because I'm going to share something that goes against what you've heard before, and I think you'll find it interesting. Just before we jump into the alternatives, let's remember why it's important to respond to thank you in a unique and genuine way. When somebody expresses gratitude, they're acknowledging your effort, your kindness, your help, whether it's thanking a friend for a favor, a colleague for hard work, or a customer for your service. Saying thank you is essential, but it is not just about saying thank you. The way you respond is just as important. By responding thoughtfully, you demonstrate your appreciation for their appreciation. It's a small thing, but it can really make a big difference. Our response number one here is you are worth it. Instead of the standard you're welcome, try acknowledging the person's gratitude by affirming their value. Saying you're worth it conveys that their gratitude is meaningful and deserved, and it creates a much more personal connection and leaves a positive impression. I actually used this myself recently. I got a really wonderful response, so I can pure-heartedly recommend it to you too. So why should you use this phrase? Well, the social benefit is that by affirming the person's worth, you acknowledge their value and you make them feel appreciated. And this definitely creates a positive social connection and boosts their self-esteem as well. And the psychological benefit of this is when you hear or when somebody else hears that they are worth it, it boosts their self-confidence and reinforces their belief in themselves and their abilities. It creates a self-image for them that's much more positive, and overall, it creates a much better conversation partner for them as well. Response number two, I'm glad I could help. This response shows genuine empathy and lets the person know that their gratitude has made a positive impact on you. It establishes a deeper connection and reinforces the idea that you're genuinely there for them. Here's why this is a good phrase. The social benefit is if you express your genuine empathy, it shows that you care about the other person's well-being, and it strengthens the bond between you and it opens communication and trust. The psychological benefit is knowing that they've made an impact, knowing that the other person has made an impact in somebody else's life, increases their sense of purpose and fulfillment, and as a result, it creates a sense of belonging and contributes to their emotional well-being. Number three, it was my pleasure. This classic response goes beyond the typical you're welcome and conveys a sense of joy and fulfillment also. By saying it was my pleasure, you're showing that it was genuinely a pleasure for you, that you actually enjoyed helping this person, and you're making the interaction much more memorable this way. This is actually one of my personal favorites, and I always use it with my students when they thank me for our lessons and for the tips that I share with them. And I don't feel that you're welcome would be suitable in that situation. I much more prefer to show them that I also enjoy our interactions. And now here's why you should use it. The social benefit is that when you're expressing that it was also your pleasure or your joy to help somebody else, we're creating that sense of joy and positivity between the both of us. And it thus creates a very warm and friendly atmosphere, and it makes the other person feel valued. The psychological benefit is when you hear that your request or interaction brought somebody else happiness, it really reinforces your own positive emotions. It boosts your mood, reduces stress, and creates a positive memory associated with the interaction and with the person that said it. And number four, I'm glad for the opportunity, or I'm grateful for the opportunity. Rather than just acknowledging the gratitude, express your own gratitude for being able to contribute or to make a difference. This response really shows humility, and it creates a feeling of that mutual appreciation. Here's why this is a good choice. The social benefit is that by expressing gratitude for the opportunity to contribute shows humility and appreciation, and it really establishes a mutual exchange of gratitude and strengthens the connection between the two. And the psychological benefit is, while focusing on gratitude, we promote a positive mindset and we increase those feelings of contentment and of happiness. We express our gratitude by also enhancing our own resilience, reducing negative emotions, and fostering a sense of well-being. By using these alternative responses, you create a more meaningful and more positive interactions with others. These responses go beyond the standard "you're welcome" and have the potential to deepen connections, boost self-esteem, foster empathy, and promote emotional well-being. Remember, the key is to respond in a way that aligns with your personality and the situation. Experiment with these alternatives and find the ones that resonate with you the most. Let's create a culture of meaningful interactions, one thank you and you're welcome at a time. Now, there's one response that you've surely heard and said yourself a million times, but one that I suggest you reconsider. And that's "no problem." Why? Because it suggests that if it was a problem, you wouldn't have made the effort to help the other person. Which might be true, of course, but you don't want them to know that, right? Well, that wraps up today's video on alternative responses to thank you. I hope you found these suggestions helpful and inspiring. Remember, a small change in your response can make a big impact on your connections with others. Let me know in the comments which alternative response resonates with you the most, which one you enjoyed the most, or if you have any other creative suggestions. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more tips on improving your interactions. Thank you for watching, and until next time, do zobaczenia.